Love music, live sport with Alex Horsburgh on Rock Sport Radio.
This is Rock Sport Radio, Love Music, Live Sport. We've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now, so let's talk to the star of the brand new movie The Keeper, which is out in cinemas next month. It's a story about Bert Trautmann, the famous Manchester City goalkeeper, and the star of that film is David Kross. He's on the line now. Thanks very much for joining us today, David. Did you know about Bert Trautmann before you were asked to play the part?
No, I didn't. And it really surprised me because it's such an incredible, true life story. And the director came up to me in 2012 already, so it's some time ago, and he talked me through this story, and I was immediately fascinated by it. And then, of course, unfortunately, he died a year later. He passed away, and I didn't have the chance to meet him. But at the same time, I wanted, to portray this man as best as I could and put my best work into it, yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, a former prisoner of war. He was in an internment camp. The British put him in an internment camp, and then he came out, and he ended up playing for Manchester City. Obviously, you would have to watch old videos, I would think, to get into the character of Trautmann.
Yes. I tried to find clips of him and short videos of him, because I tried to see some mannerisms, some how he would walk, how he would run, and stuff like that. And unfortunately, there's not many videos of him when he was a younger player at Manchester City. But for example, there's one short clip when it was just after the FA Cup final where he broke his neck and he continued to play. And there were Manchester fans. It was just in front of Albert Hall in Manchester. And he wanted to, tell them to be quiet because he wanted to say a word.
That's right.
And then he did this hand movement, and we put that into a different context in the film. So we would really show how he moved, how he behaved.
Now, you are a sporty guy because you played basketball.
I did. I did play a lot of different sports when I was younger. I played handball and football as well, and so I think I played football for about 10 years. But I was never a goalkeeper. So in preparation of this film, I had an amazing goalkeeping coach who had to show me everything. How to move like a goalkeeper, how to behave, and of course do the diving bit.
Now, Sylvester Stallone famously said that when he was playing a goalkeeper in Escape to Victory, the training was harder than it was in the Rocky movies for boxing. So, was it a tough training regime?
It was, it was. I mean, it was quite painful in the beginning, I have to say. It was, all the diving and stuff. It was, but the more I did the diving, and the more I got used to it. But it was also at the same time, when I was younger in my youth, I always wanted to become a football player, and that was my dream. And now I became an actor, and now I could finally portray a footballer. So that was really like a boy's dream come true for me.
And it's also a love story as well, because Bert Trautmann was a charming man.
Yes, he was. He was a very polite man. He was a very polite and modest man, and on the other hand, he was very, ambitious and also like a very, very fearless goalkeeper. But overall, he was a gentleman. I think he was he was a great sportsman, and as you said, it's also a love story. I mean, he falls in love with the daughter of the coach from his first team from St. Helens, and he finds a new home. I mean, this is also what interested me about this film, that you have someone he's a former a Nazi paratrooper. He was in the Hitler Youth, and he went through all this brainwashing, and then he wanted to go to war, and then he slowly realized there's something completely going wrong, and he always said his education began in England, where he learned to see a different version of the world, where he learned to about democracy, and he experienced this amazing acceptance in the end.
Fantastic. Finally, David, it's nice that there's a German language version of it as well. I believe it's called Trautmann in Germany.
Yes, exactly.
Fantastic, David. We'll wish you all success with the movie. I can't wait to see it. I'll be first in line when it comes to Glasgow, and it looks like a fantastic movie. We've really enjoyed the trailers,
Thank you.
and can I wish you all the best with the rest of your career. Thanks a lot, David.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
See you soon. Bye bye now.
See you. Bye bye.
There's David Kross, who's playing Bert Trautmann in a new film called The Keeper. It's in cinemas in April, and well, as I say, personally, I can't wait to see it.
Love music, live sport with Alex Horsburgh on Rock Sport Radio.